Hello everybody, this is Stretch from Elbley Instruments Repair Shop, and I'm here to talk about setting up a banjo, the steps we go through and what needs to be done. There's several different steps, and can really change the way that they sound. And look, I've got one here, brand new one. And first thing I do is look for the truss rod adjustment, make sure that the neck is straight. Press at the first fret and at the end here, and that makes the string a straight edge. And I'm looking for about 5/1000ths relief in the center of the neck. And you can tell by doing this for a couple decades that that's exactly about what we have right there, so that's pretty good. If you were to adjust the truss rod on this instrument, adjustment's not up here, it's kind of hidden. You have to take the neck off and get access at the end of the fingerboard here, at the end of the neck. So it's kind of a lengthy deal, but you may have to take it off 2 or 3 times to get it right. So it's a good thing that's set up right. So once we go from there, we can go to the nut slot height. Make sure that they're our proper height. And I press at the second fret right here, and then measure the gap at the first fret. When I press down,
I got a very cool red
I'm looking for about 5/1000ths relief here on the treble side, and both of these have that, and they start going up when you get up to the bigger strings, which is a good thing, maybe up to 10/1000ths up in this area. So, and those look pretty well too. Looks like the nuts, the strings kind of go flat across the nut where they should be back cut a little bit, so I'll clean those out here. Get a better angle across the back of the nut. Has some nut files here. These are specialty nut files available at Luthier Supply shops. And start with a 13 here. Little hook I made. D-tune. And thin pencil here, and I like to kind of put some lead down in there so I can see where I'm cutting. And when I'm cutting, it'll wipe away the marks. Just make sure I'm not, it's already very low if I don't want to take anything off that front edge. So just kind of split the angle here between headstock and the strings here, so about right there. And check, it's just about to the front right there. That looks pretty good. See the lead is gone there. Carbon. Same on this one. This is a little tool I made out of a banjo hook to grab the strings with. Good. So a little bit bigger file. What do I got? A 16 here somewhere. Right there. This one needs to be back cut pretty good here. There we go. Check this one. 28 here. Yeah. And that'll help us get a better angle over the back. Now we'll check the 5th nut here too. That's just kind of bouncing right out the center of the top there. So I'll kind of get that down a little bit.
Yeah, there's one more in this I don't know if they're all the same. Actually, these 3 might be different. I think pretty good.
Yeah, that looks better. Once we got that tuned to pitch, we can. Let's check the head tension here first. This looks like a 12-inch pot, so You know, you have like a Renaissance style head on here. I like to see these around 89 or so on the drum dial. It's about right where that is, right out of the factory, so that's pretty good. And we can check the different places here. Make sure we have even tension around the. It'll be a little bit lower typically here because, well, the bridge is in pretty far, so it looks like this side could be loosened up just a tad. And maybe tightened over here just a little, so kind of moves around. I think we'll loosen this area right here. So, my trusty tri-wrench here, it seems to have everything I need for doing a job like this, different sizes. Just kind of give them a little bit of a twist here. Actually hear the head creaking and coming loose a little bit. Let's measure that area again. Just a little tight there. She's starting to go down. Maybe one more time. If you have uneven tension, you can get different kind of a wobbly sound sometimes, and uneven tone, extra ghost notes and all kinds of stuff. So that's just about right. So it should be a little bit lower than what's over here. So I think I'm going to tighten up this side just a little bit. I think I'll do a little more tweak over here. Yeah, that's pretty good. We can turn it up again. Drum dials are pretty handy, so you always know where your head's at or tensioned at, and if you was to break the head or want to swap it out, where you know where the tension should be at. So it's kind of a nice thing. We have torque wrenches for the nuts, but they don't read quite as well as these, get the tension quite as even. So it's a good thing to have, and they're not that expensive. So the next thing we'll do is we'll check action here. We want to, once we adjust the head tension, stuff that can raise the bridge up and down, so we'll take a look at that. And this style of banjo should be about 4/32 off the fingerboard, off the fret at the 12th fret. Yeah, it looks like that's exactly where that is at. Look there, you got 4 30-seconds there. The top of the 12th fret to the bottom of the string. And we go down here and check. It's exactly 4 30-seconds. That's a good thing right there. I'm just going to leave that action alone. To change the action on this banjo, we'd have to swap out different height bridge, either taller or lower. Check the intonation. Get a fair start, a good kind of in the ballpark. You measure from the face of the nut right here to the 12th fret, and then use that dimension and add about 1/16 of an inch for the treble side, and slightly about 3 30-seconds for the bass side, and that'll give you, put it right there in the ballpark. This is 12 and 21 30-seconds. So we can add 3 or add 60 thousandths or 1/16 of an inch, so it can be 22 30-seconds or 23 30-seconds. We go 12 and 23 30-seconds from the center of the fret now. And that's a little overshot right there. Slide that right there. And we'll just add another 30-second to the bass side. About 24. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. Now we can do a tuning and check the intonation. Slid the bridge forward, that made the strings a little sharp. Double C tuning here. To check the intonation, we can play a harmonic at the 12th fret by just touching the string and letting go when we pluck it. And that plays the harmonic. We got a perfect C down here when we do that. Now we're going to play it at the 12th fret. We're going to actually fret the instrument and see what note we have. And it's also right on the C. So that's what we want. If it was sharp, that means the string length from the 12th fret to the saddle is too short. We'd have to slide the bridge back to correct the length of the string. We play it at the 1st fret. It's right on the money there. And then we fret it. Yeah, that's right on the money too. Just using those simple measurements pretty much locks it right in, so that's a good thing. I think the other things we do is check to make sure the tuners are tight. Got a 10mm wrench here, and it should fit right on there. Just snug them up. A lot of times from humidity changes or stuff like that, even straight out of the manufacturer, they can come loose, and it's doing pretty good. Everything else looks pretty well set to go on this, so I think that's it. Then we'll call that a good swell, other than marking the bridge. We can mark that too. So, mark the bridge for the intonation, so I have to erase the old marks right there. Get them out of there. Yeah, I usually just put a little hook around the corner there. Just like that. Now if your bridge moves or you change your strings and you need to put it back, that's how it goes. And that's the end of our repair. If you have any questions, you can contact us at repair@elderly.com or call us at 517-372-7898. And you can also like or share this. And that's it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.